jump out of here, because your breath will lose if you don't get it on solid land. There we go. Alright, so we got that Jiggy. Now we are going to be doing the ones I've been worried about. This one is dubbed the worst Jiggy in the game by a lot of people, and I completely understand why. Because you have to do a lot of things in order to set up for it. First and foremost, back at the back of the ship, you have to activate that switch in order to even, have a remote chance on doing this. You want to come inside this giant smokestack here. Get rid of these guys. Because these guys will make things a little bit tougher if you don't take care of them. You can jump down here or just use that ground pound trick I was talking about, but I completely just whiffed that. Get my health back. But we kind of want to jump in this hole here if I can. Come on, stupid bees. Alright. I want to jump up here if I can help it into this hole. There we go. To get our honeycomb piece, the last honeycomb piece we have for Rusty Bucket Bay. Alright, so this is the engine room. The engine room is kind of a pain in the butt. Namely because you got moving parts, and if you are on it when it's moving, you will slide right off. And if you slide right off, it is an instant death. This whole stuff below hand is an instant death. And this is kind of a pain in the butt. I hate moving here. You can use flip-flaps on these cogs here to kind of just, quickly just get out of there before you're falling down to your doom. And you'll look around here and you'll notice there's columns here moving. Don't get on them when they're moving, because trust me, you don't want to. You really don't want to. But when they're not moving, you can just jump across them real quick. You have to be really quick about it. So grab these notes here. I wouldn't even bother getting those mumbo tokens. They're not worth it. They're not worth the pain trying to get it. So I wouldn't even bother with them. Now here, I'm going to wait till we get over there, because if you hit that switch, it'll activate something else. We're going to wait until we get everything else in this room. I'm going to go ahead and take my own advice and wait until it's not moving to quickly jump across here. But there's a Jiggy inside here, and you have to kind of navigate this machinery in order to do so. The moving machinery before you can get the Jiggy. Jump across here and get these notes here. Like I said, those Mumbo tokens are not worth it. There are plenty other Mumbo tokens you can pick up, and I really would suggest doing so. Get across here real quick. There we go. And you'll want to hit both of these fans here. That'll slow the propeller down at the back of the ship. You guys saw those. That is the Jiggy that I'm really worried about. It's probably the worst one. And this is why I really suggested hitting that other switch to slow down these propellers, because if you didn't, this would make this really near impossible to jump through. You want to wait to get your timing down to jump through the propellers. And get these last notes. We got all 100 notes of Rusty Bucket Bay, thank goodness. Found all 100 notes on this roll, well done. And we got our Jiggy. That's the machine room, engine room Jiggy. But that's not the hard Jiggy I was talking about. Yeah, this one's not that bad. The hard Jiggy's coming up. You'll want to come over here and wait until the propellers stop and jump through it real quick while it's slowed down, like so. And here's why they do this. They give you an extra life here, just in case, you need it, because, well, you're going to need it. Right here, when you activate the second switch, the propellers will stop at the back of the ship. But they won't be staying there for long. You have 65 seconds in order to get to the back of the ship and get that Jiggy. And I just knew this was going to happen. It's a good thing I got all the notes. So, yeah, this is the thing I was worried about, and this is why I really... Actually, it's probably best if you just do these first. But I just, since I'm playing the 360 version, I can kind of get away with it. just right now, in that situation, if I hadn't gotten all the notes, I would have been very angry. I'll just put it that way, because I'd have to go and recollect all the notes in the world. And, well, that's a pain in the butt. We're gonna go do this engine room again. Like I said before, one little minor slip-up and you will die. So, just be careful. We gotta go do the propellers again first. Gosh, I forgot. Yeah, so this is the one that took me a little bit to get. And honestly, I don't blame you if this is the last Jiggy that you get in the game. Because most people probably, sensible enough, would just skip this one. It's not really, you know, it's a pain in the butt to get this. And you have, like I said, once you activate those 2 fans and stop the propellers at the back of the ship, you only have 65 seconds to get out of the engine room, go to the bottom of the go back on the back of the ship, jump in the water, and hopefully get that Jiggy in time. You have barely got enough time to do so. So, yeah, it's kind of a very stressful Jiggy, and honest to goodness, that is, I honestly think it's the worst Jiggy in the game because of it. And I know a lot of people do think it's the worst Jiggy in the game because of it too. Alright, so there we go. Alright, let's try this again.
A few moments later.
You guys think what I said about those Mumbo tokens aren't worth it? Yeah, prime example reason what usually happens. Hey, at least I got it.
20 minutes later.
Hey, I got it. Ah, I got that Mumbo token. So I got both of the Mumbo tokens. Like I said, don't take my example, guys. Don't take it, because I'm an idiot and I just kind of want to get those Mumbo tokens because they bother me that they're there. So yeah, normally just ignore them. They're not worth it, but I got them anyways because I just like to get them. So yeah, at least I got both of them. So yeah, jump over here. I lost a lot of lives trying to do it, but that's okay. I think we're sitting at like 2 or 3. Or 3. We're 3 lives, so we're good. Okay, jump over here. Grab this light before it goes. When I have a net 0 whenever I do these from now on, so. Alright. So let's try this again. Okay, so gotta hurry. And this is kind of a pain in the butt, I'll tell you one thing. You gotta be quick, so really using Talentrot's probably the best thing to use right now. I'll wait until that thing quits moving. Alright, let's jump across here. I just gotta hurry. Just gotta hurry. With this ladder here, get out of here. Okay, so. Oh no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna make it this time. Well, at this point, it might be best just to reset. So just wait until the timer starts up and start again. I should really just kill those enemies before you do that. Yeah, I forgot to mention, whenever you die, every time you die, the enemies respawn. So it's best to just, you know, take care of them before you do all this. A simple test, you were sure, but Grunty's engines start once more. I'm sure they do, Grunty. Just quit it. I'm gonna try again with this engine room stuff again. Alright, so when you do this, it might be best just to do your second switch on the platform that you don't have to do the backflip on whenever you get across. So we're gonna try going it on this side this time. It might be a little bit faster going it this way. So go ahead. Jump across here, be careful, jumping across. space down here. Whee! Okay, now just keep going. Doing good. I already killed the enemies, so we don't have to worry about them knocking me off. So let's keep going. Hurry, Banjo. Climb faster, man. We got 40 seconds. Okay. So let's go ahead and mosey on down this way. Now we have to go to the back of the ship. So, keep going. You only got 30 seconds left. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the water here and swim to get that Jiggy. And with that... Yep, there we go. Got it. Okay. Gotta get out of here before I drown. There we go. We got all the Jiggies in Rusty Bucket Bay. Okay, good thing. And we got the hardest Jiggy out of the way of the game too, in my honest opinion. So it should be all smooth sailing at this point. Get it? Smooth sailing because it's a boat. You know, I'd rather get out of here because I don't want to be in this place anymore. Like I said, Rusty Bucket Bay is my least favorite world in the whole entire game. And it's just because it really kind of ramps up the difficulty. It's the second to last world in the game, and I understand why it needs challenges. But man, oh man, especially that engine room Jiggy, the last Jiggy we just got, is by far the hardest Jiggy to get in the game because it puts a lot of stress on you, man. But with that, I think we have 100% in Rusty Bucket Bay. Let's look at our totals. 100 notes, 10 out of 10 Jiggies, and 2 honeycomb pieces. And you can tell I've been here for an hour, when most of the other worlds have been here for like 30 minutes. That's what happens when, you know, you're dealing with death over and over again. But let's go ahead and leave. And with that, we're back into normal Gruntilda's lair. There is a couple things we could do, first and foremost. If we come over here, I do believe. I think it was in here. If I remember correctly, I think this is where we ended off last time. Yeah, this is where we left off last time. We need to go back into the room previously. So we just gotta keep swimming on down here. Go inside this room. And if you swim up, now that you're on the second layer level of the second water level, that Grunty Switch Jiggy that we got from Rusty Bucket Bay will be right here. Let's go ahead and grab it. And with that, we have 9 Jiggies in Gruntilda's lair. But there's some other stuff we can explore right here. We can break that open, and we can go through here. It says, "My next world is the hardest yet, and you will fail. On that, I'll bet." I'm sure I will, Grunty. Jeez. Alright, so through that grate that we just broke, if you come over here, you'll notice that there is a third layer water level riser. Let's go ahead and hit it. But this one's a little bit different. This one's on a timer. You can use it to get over to that note door that we just saw in the cutscene, but we're not going to use it for right now just for that. We're going to go back into the room that we just were in, where Rusty Bucket Bay is, and we're going to quickly take a quick turn over here, and we're going to swim all the way to the top. Because there is actually another thing that we can use this for. It's this room right here. So we're just going to quickly jump over here before the timer runs out. And if you come up here, you'll meet our friend Cheeto again. And you get an achievement for finding Cheeto 3 times. Bear and Bird getting good at finding Cheeto, so another spell they shall have. That traitor book has pushed its luck. So, in the burning fire, I'll check. Find Cheeto which won't. Code you must enter on Sandcastle Floor and Treasure Trove Cove is Gold Feathers. So now we have our third and final Cheeto cheat. So we can actually go back into Treasure Trove Cove in order to do so. So I'm going to take a quick trip back to Treasure Trove Cove using, we could probably go ahead and use those Dingpot warp pots that we just unlocked in order to do so. So I'll see you guys back at the Sandcastle and Treasure Trove Cove. Hi, Leaky. This is the third time I've talked to you this time. Fourth time, actually? I think this is the fourth time I've talked to you. Well, let's go ahead and, give you your petables. And drain the water for me. Hate that you have to do this all the time, every time you want to access this. And by the way, this isn't the last time we're doing cheat codes and stuff like that. I'll be covering most of the cheat codes in this game, and every time you want to put in a cheat code, you have to put it in the same exact way with using these panels here in this area here. So the Cheeto code that we got was gold feathers. So we're gonna go find G O L D F E A T H E R and then S. Once you do that, 20 gold feathers you get. Now maximum 20 is. Gold feathers you may have 20, but bruises you'll still get plenty. Of course, Grunty. I'm sure you'll give me plenty of bruises now that I've got 20 gold feathers. It's not like I'm invincible or nothing. Alright, so now that we're back in this room here, we can actually avoid the mine here. We can climb up to this little section here now that we have the water level up to level 2. And if we flip-flap up here, we only need 640 notes to open this door. We have well over that. We have like 160 over it. So let's go ahead and open up this door. Go-huh. And let's explore it real quick. This leads to Bramble Hall, I guess. There's a bunch of whiplash tree enemies here, so just go ahead and use your eggs to get rid of them. Just go ahead and get rid of the dudes. I usually either do that or Wonder Wing. Usually Wonder Wing is usually a good answer if you don't know how to take care of enemies. But this will unlock this next area that we have access to. We need to go over here first and foremost. Before we do so, I'm going to show you guys a little hidden thing here. We come down. We find here. There's Brentilda. Let's go ahead and talk to her. Gruesome Grentilda's favorite pastime is bursting boils. Ugh. Oh, that's disgusting. This poor guy called Dirty Birdie was her first and only boyfriend. When she was younger, Grunty used to have a mad vulture as a pet. Okay, so like I said, just one thing about Brentilda is just kind of remember some of the words that she tells you, or some of the phrases she says, because you're gonna need them for later. But yeah, if you come over here and you have this grass path here, there's actually a cave down here. If you come down here, you'll notice there's another ding pot here. You activate that, and that'll lead you to the room over there by Clanker's Cavern, of all things. You're probably wondering, why does it do that over there? You'll understand why here in just a second. But we're going to come around here, and we're going to jump up these leaves here using their flip-flap, avoiding Mr. Bull here. But I forgot to mention with Brentilda, now that we're talking about her, we can actually unlock that door. That note door only needs 765. Brentilda's phrases that she says about Grunty, it is randomized every playthrough. So just keep in mind your games. Every time you play this game, it's not going to be the same answers. So, but we need to hit this switch here. That causes that to appear. And this is a room that we actually could have accessed, literally the second world. We could access this near Treasure Trove Cove. There was a little water area near the entrance to Treasure Trove Cove that we could have explored, but we didn't. If you come over here, there's a Mumbo token just sitting up here, and that just leads you back to this room here. But there was a use of that ding pot we just unlocked here. I've got this skirt, so when I'm thinner, it'll really make me look a winner. I'm sure I just missed that gold feather, but that's okay. I just maxed out on gold feathers not too long ago, so I don't need to worry about it. We're gonna come down here to this ding pot here that we just accessed. And we're gonna actually use this warp because this is really close by where that puzzle is. This area we're in right now is actually access to the last world of the game. But here we go. We're back at the beginning area of this game. Back in Grunty's lair. If we keep going down here, it'll lead us back out here where Clanker's Cavern's entrance was. But yeah, here at Treasure Trove Cove, you know, it's down there where that's at, where that cave's at. But if you dive in the water right here, you could have accessed the painting to the final world of the game, but you didn't have a platform to stand on to do the jiggies. That switch we just hit allowed it so we can. Now that we've cleared out all the worlds of the game, we can now gain access to this area here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of our puzzles here, and we'll have enough to unlock the last world of the game, Click Clock Wood, back at the area we were just at. But there's another thing. There's Bruntilda's sitting over here in the corner. She says, "Ugly Grunty's nickname was Cauldron Butt. At which school? I also know that sweaty gorilla feet is her favorite smell." Ooh, that's disgusting. Poor Harambe getting, you know, smelling his feet. An old hag's favorite color is dung brown. That's disgusting. I can just imagine just... favorite smell of Grunty is just Harambe's feet. Anyways, there's a Mumbo token right here. And I think there's something else around these trees right here. But yeah, you could have easily gotten to this area, like, when you got to Treasure Trove Cove. You just had no way to unlocking the painting. Yeah, there's an extra life down back there. That's good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, we can now use that ding pod. When Tootie is a big old lump, I'll just frock to hide her rump. That's kind of weird. Anyways, but yeah, that ding pot we just unlocked, that'll just warp us straight to where Click Clock Wood is, in that final area that we did. So it's a good thing we unlocked that ding pot. You just go in here, and then we can just go back to where we were. It's an easy little access. You didn't have to walk all the way back to get to where we needed to go. These warp systems are really good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we have now unlocked our last world of the game, Click Clock Wood. And I'll tell you one thing with this world. This world is a doozy. And I think there might be Bruntilda behind there. No, there's nothing over here. Okay. But yeah, this world is kind of a doozy. And it's not because it's hard, but because it's long. This world is by far the longest world in the game, and it's just a marathon to get through it. So, with that, I think we're going to call it here. So in the next episode of Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, we are going to take on the last world of the game, Click Clock Wood. So that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.